Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Melissa and I post weekly cleaning and organizing videos. Welcome to my channel if you are new. So as you can see, we're just jumping right in today. I wanted to take just a few minutes to clean up my kitchen. So I'm just going to put some dishes away, wash some of my tumblers, and then we are going to wipe down the counters in the island. But I speed it up to the quickest speed that I can because this is really only going to take like a minute of the video, and then we are going to jump into all of the decluttering. I am so excited for today's video and I feel so good that I finally got this done. There were so many clutter spots around my house, you will see, and a lot of times when you think of decluttering and organizing, you may think of doing the inside of your cabinets or underneath your kitchen sink, inside your linen closet. A lot of times we think of inside of things, and you guys know we spent the last few months of last year, October, November, December, I think maybe even into January, doing my minimalish series where we went through every single room and every single cabinet and we decluttered and purged and organized. It's amazing. I will link it below if you want to see it. It has tons of cleaning and organizing, organizing and decluttering motivation, tons of it. So the issue is that you guys know I've been kind of feeling kind of low and lacking motivation to get anything done around the house, so things have fallen apart. So I'm now jumping in and I have all of these clutter piles around my house. Things have just accumulated into all these piles. There's stuff everywhere. I was just sitting back looking the other day and I'm like, geez Louise, girl, we've got to get this together. So a few weeks ago we went through all of my holiday boxes. I decluttered years and years of items that I had. We went ahead and purged. I had a huge box of donations, and then we went ahead and organized and moved everything over to new totes and put in my garage. And then we also worked on some areas that had been, the whole house has been neglected, but some areas that really needed it, like the bathroom, the laundry area. So I'm just kind of slowly starting to try to pull myself up and get things done and back in order here, and getting those areas that were very messy and also taking care of those totes because they had been sitting around the house waiting to be organized. Getting rid of all that or taking care of all that, that was my priority. Now I'm moving on to all the clutter piles around the house, and then I think the next video I'm going to work on the dining room and my office, but we'll get to that later. For now, as you can see, like I just had the most random things. I still had like some Christmas decor lay on that shelf. I took down Christmas, but this area was blocked. I'll explain that in a little bit, but just stuff everywhere. Tons of candles shoved under that light, that box, the basket, everything was so unorganized. I've got stuff all over here. So I'm just trying to I'm not worried about cleaning. Like you can see my TV stand, I need to dust it. I know I need to clean my TV screen. I probably can do a lot of dusting, but my goal was not to go and clean today. I didn't want to dust, and it was hard. It's hard sometimes when you're doing all this. Your next almost instinct is to go ahead and wipe it down. But I prevented myself or held myself back from doing that. And I was like, nope, we're just decluttering. Just declutter and put everything where it needs to be. Get rid of these piles. This couch area that I've been hanging out on, oh my God, wait, there was like stuff hidden underneath the cushions, and there was all sorts of things I was finding.
Let's get
Alright, so I have all the clutter that was here cleaned up. I've had some Christmas decor. I forgot about it originally because Tyler had like his TV, his little mini TV and his PlayStation out here for a couple months. February and March, you know, why he here because of his knee. But anyways, so it was all kind of hidden when I took things down, but we got that taken care of. I got this kind of straightened up. This is like exercise stuff, and I need to get another basket for blankets. That's gonna work for now. Got things put away in there. Got all of this cleaned up. There was so much junk. And then I got all the stuff that was here put away, all right here. So I say put away, but I put it all here because I need to take all of this up. And there's also this pile right here that I need to put up. So I'm gonna leave this here for now and just keep working downstairs, but we're making some progress. All right, so now I am in the den, and this whole area is just like, everything's like, I want to say this area is a hot mess, and then we go to the next area. I'm like, this area is a hot mess, guys, everything is a hot mess. Okay, the mop's been sitting there for weeks, haven't used it. I'm gonna be honest. Thank God for my Roborock. It's been holding the fort down. I've got some embroidery stuff laying around that I need to get a small basket for. I started to try embroidery back in January and February. I really enjoy it. I haven't done it in probably since February, I'm going to be honest. But I need to get back to it because I really, really enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if anybody else embroiders. I really enjoyed it, actually. But I need to get a small basket for that. I have these wires, and I'm going to leave them here because we switched out internet routers, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with that quite yet. And then, of course, all of Darren's hunting stuff. Like, I just didn't know what to do with that box. So I put the tote there. This man, I don't even know. I'm like, we need to like do something with all of your stuff. And he's always telling me this is his area. So that's where his stuff goes. But it drives me bananas. Anyways, some stockings from Christmas I'm going to put into this bag. Probably I should put them in the totes that are outside in the garage, but they're going to go there for now. So I'm trying to organize these totes here, and all of this whole pile right there, I am going to leave right there because I want Darren to put it up in the attic, and then I'm going to collect all of Charlie's toys. I swear it's like having a toddler. He just has his toys everywhere. We're just continuing to straighten up and declutter all of the spaces. Okay, so now we are in this area right here. It's kind of in the den, kind of in the kitchen, but it is one of my favorite spaces in the house. I love this buffet table. One of my good friends sold it to me, I think for like 50 bucks or something, and I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful, and also it's functional. Like, it holds a lot of important things, and I love this thing. So it's just been very cluttered like all the other areas in my house. So I wanted to take time to get rid of all the clutter that had accumulated on top of it. And part of that was also putting away some of my oils that I had laying around. Just this whole space was looking a little rough, and it looks much, much better now. All right, so now we are moving on to this photo board. I love to keep this in the kitchen. But to be honest with you, these pictures have been there since November. So the goal when I put this thing up was each month to rotate pictures of whatever month it is that we've had throughout the years. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but like, you know, November, put up all the pictures throughout the years of November, just because I think we take pictures a lot and then we just keep them in a box or store them on our phone and we never display them. So I thought that would be a fun way to display photos throughout the years. And November was the last time I did it. So it was Thanksgiving pictures and like my mom's birthday, because her birthday's in November. Things like that were still there. So I finally took those down, and I just usually keep the ones that I take down, I keep them together and then I put them in this buffet table. So I need to put up all of the pictures from, what is this month, May? So I guess any pictures that we have from May and June, usually I'll go ahead and put up. That's the goal. There are like little fairy lights that I can turn on with it. I usually also keep some garland around it. I mean, you guys know, I'm sure if you've been here and, you know, watched any of my videos, you've seen it before. So when I use it properly, it's wonderful. When it has like the garland and the lights and, you know, all the pictures, it's great. But I'm not too good at keeping up with it, I'll be honest. So now we're just moving over here to the entryway by my garage door. This is the main door that we usually come in, and we're just cleaning that up a little bit. I'm going to also pop outside real quick and switch over some laundry, and we're just going to keep on going. Alright, so I was working on clearing all the clutter from the counters that had been sitting there for weeks, and just trying to organize and also do something with all these candles. And then I'm going to go to the island and go through some of the paperwork that I had. I hate having mail and mail clutter. That is something I do keep up with pretty good, and I do not want like a basket for it. Also, we're going to clean Charlie's ears real quick. I was just like, it was totally random, but I have an alarm to remind me, and it went off, and I was like, let's do that. So he does pretty good with it. You saw him kind of like walk away, and I was like, no bud, you're not done yet. But I try to do this like 2 or 3 times a week just to prevent any ear infections. He had one a month or 2 ago, and it was really hard to get rid of. So we're making sure to keep up with all that. But anyways, now we're back in this room. I'm going to take one of these totes, and I'm going to put all that stuff that was at the bottom of the stairs into the tote. And then we are going to go upstairs and put everything away that I wanted to put away up there. All right, so I've got the tote that was in my room cleared out and everything put away that I wanted to get put away. And now I'm here in the hallway, and this box that I'm in right now, it usually goes at the bottom of the stairs, and anything I need to bring up, I'll just put everything in that. But it's been sitting there for months. That water, that gallon jug has been sitting there since hurricane season when I brought that up for the hurricanes. Like if we lose power, I stick a water jug by the toilets in case we need to flush. Never even opened it, and it's still been sitting there. So anyways, I'm just going to take all this down, and some of that in the clear tote I'm throwing away. Some of it in the step tote I'm going to do something with. I am donating the step tote. I purchased it thinking it would be very helpful, but to be honest, all it does is like give me another place to store stuff. It doesn't help the organization of things, so I just have to do better myself. That's going to be on me. Putting that step tote or whatever you call it just did not help. So we're donating that. I also finally brought Tyler's shower chair down. We're going to donate that and a few other things. So that's what that pile is, just donations. And then of course you got Charlie being nosy as always. And I'm also going to go ahead and start my Roborock. We're going to get the floors cleaned and run the mop portion of it. I wet this mop pad, a clean one, and stick it on, and go ahead and run it, and it works great. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this video. I got so much done, so many areas decluttered. So I have to do my dining room, of course. I'm sure you guys know. Just give you a little peek. I think I'm going to work on this in the next video. Honestly, it's been worse. So anyways, I was gonna try to today, but I gotta go get my son, and I've been doing this all day, so I'm done. Feels so good. so good to have all that just decluttered. Like I can look down this hallway and there's not a bunch of junk. And if you remember, just like a month ago, not even, we had Christmas boxes down the hall, all that stuff down there. Anyways, we're working at it. We're slowly but surely getting our lives together. So I hope this video motivated you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always clicking on my videos, liking them, commenting. Make sure you say hi in the comment. I always try to respond to every single comment and chat with you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. Bye, friends.